Well, I want to talk about the fact that I was raped by Gene Simmons because it's one of the biggest reasons why all of this has happened to me. It's because I was sexually assaulted and then a couple days later, completely what can only be called as raped by Gene Simmons in my home where Ace and I lived in Rancho Santa Fe. Raped. Okay? When someone puts their big arm around you, shoves their hand under your dress, down the front of your bikini bottoms, and shoves their fingers up inside of you until you have blood in your bathing suit bottoms when you go in the house, that is called rape. And you see, I wasn't quiet about it. Not at all. And when Ace relapsed and took off, I wasn't quiet about that. You see? So, what do you know? A year later, Ace makes the viral statement, almost a year later. I'm going viral. Everyone thinks I made that statement. Ace went into his office and did that. I didn't have anything to do with that. He said, I'm going viral, and he made this weird thing that said, my gloves are off. He came in and he asked my approval if I thought it was right or whatever, and I was like, yeah, it's good, yeah. He was the one that made that. He was the one that went viral, and he's the one that did that. He did that because he was upset because he read something derogatory that Gene said about him in the press. And all of a sudden he thought, well, I'm going to get back at him. And he said, now tell me what Gene did to you. Tell me about the penetration. I said, I already told you about it. I said, now you care? Now because it's affecting you? Because you just read something shitty that Gene said about you in the press? What the hell's new? But you see, what's happening all along is the dangling of the reunion tour. So eventually what happens? I get my life threatened by a big burly bodyguard named Tony Francavilla, who was in our house at all times, who Ace hired all of a sudden after that relapse in 2018. He hires her after he tells me he doesn't even trust her or like her. She has guns on her belt and knives, loaded guns and knives on her belt at all times. She was more than scary, but told me I was a niece that she never had and treated me like family and everything. And she was always in our house until the day in July 2019 when Ace ambushed the house and my friend was there. And she had me obstructed up against the doorway and in front of my friend and in front of my friend's little tiny girls of 8 and 10. Tony said, if you speak or move, I'm going to kill you right here in your own fucking house. Her fists were up to my face like this. She was gritting her teeth. She said, if you speak or move, I'm going to fucking lay you out and kill you right on your own fucking floor, right here. Bitch, come on. She was scary. I don't know how to fight. I don't want to fight, and I don't know how. Don't know how, don't want to, never did. I don't understand it. No. And she's huge. What? I mean, she would have killed me. I think, and it's very hard for me to believe this, but I'm starting to understand and believe it more all the time, that if my friend had not have been there, had I not have had my friend and her 2 little girls there, I do not think that I would be here today, even in this trailer, talking to you. I do not believe that I would be alive. Not at all. I think that Tony had every intention of literally killing me. She wasn't just threatening to kill me. She would have, had I not had someone there to witness it. So that's what happens. But I need a house, and I'm pleading for a house that costs $200,000, which is pocket money for Ace. Pocket money. Vegas money. It's bullshit money. It may not be to some people, but it is to him. And that was money given to me every couple of weeks in cash for me, you know? So, had I known any of this shit was going to happen to me, hell, I would have, went behind his back and taken some cash out of my purse he gave me and bought the goddamn place out here. I had no idea. But he needs to get me in that house so that I can go on with my life. That's what I need to go. You people that want me to go on with my life, I want to. But I want a recording studio, and I deserve that recording studio. I was contacted by a label today. I've been contacted by other labels. I need to get my second LP out. It's done. You know, I need to get it out. I want my life back. And I also want a dance studio so I can teach dance and I can do that. I deserve to have my life back. So this $200,000 house is not a lot. That's what I want from Ace. And he's going to have the balls to call me, since he spent 12 years with me, and just talk to me and offer me this fucking house. And then I need my stuff out of storage, and I need to get in the house. And I need to do that fucking pronto. If not, that's okay. The case is going through, and he can explain it all when he's in jail. And also, when he's brought in, I got news for everybody. When Ace is brought in for the forgery and the fraud, the identity theft, attempted murder, mine, okay, and all that, yeah, I was not just threatened by Tony that time. I was threatened a lot of times. He's being brought in for all that. If he's brought in, you know who's going to be brought into? The rapist, Gene Simmons, okay? Paul Stanley is going to be brought in, because Paul Stanley was at a meeting with Gene Simmons in 2018 when Ace came home from a very violent relapse, and they had him come up to a meeting at Paul Stanley's house, and Ace came home that night at 10 o'clock, and I said, what's the matter? Why are you upset? What did they say at the meeting? He said, they said that they knew you got a lawyer when I took off, and to get rid of you and get rid of you now, and they want me to kill you, Poodle. Okay, so they're all going to get dragged in. Let them get dragged in. Good. Gene's lawyer, Barry Mallon, called me up after Ace left and threatened every single aspect of my life. Every single aspect of my life. That guy's a tyrant. He screamed at the top of his lungs at me. He screamed at me. No, they're all going to get brought in. Get me the house and I'll shut the fuck up. You know, it's as easy as that. Get me the house and I'll shut up. I'll go away. I don't want to know them anymore. I want to just get on with my life and do what I do and sing and have my life back again. So for someone who was with a giant superstar for 12 years straight, wanting a $200,000 house in the middle of the desert instead of a Malibu mansion or something, or a house in Vegas is pretty, it's more than reasonable, wouldn't you say? Yeah.